Hey there everyone, welcome to the 10th of July 2024 and today is National Kitten Day. Now if you asked me if I was a cat or a dog person, I would say secret option number 3, which is I am a underwater person. I love my scuba diving and to be able to be in that peaceful underwater world. But when I was young, I was allowed to have a kitten and I do not know where they came from, but I have these little kitten cats that we found in the shed when we were cleaning it out, and I have had them for as long as I can remember, and I do not know where they came from. I might send a message and ask my mum, but they used to be in my wall when I was very young. So maybe not too young that I would swallow them, but you know, after swallowing cat age. But plastic cats, not real cats. But that went dark very quickly. However, today we're going to try and make some kittens, and I can break out the polymer clay. I'm going to see if there's something else I can do, and I'm trying to get them to this size. So let's check them out and see how we go. Alrighty, let's have a look here. So I'm going to actually try and use a foil and masking tape method where you actually sort of paper mache the little cat. And I want the little cat to sort of sit up. It's not going to probably be as realistic as these two guys. And that looks more head shaped, doesn't it? So let's just ball up the foil. And kind of probably, let's see how big this ball is, and then yep, so that's how we're going to start off. Alrighty, let's get cracking. Now let's find the masking tape and let's find the paper mache with watered down glue. Alrighty, so let's just mask tape, and this is another long one, so I decided on long, and then I'm going to go across the top, trying to get down the ends. I'm lucky this is a very thin type of masking tape, and I think that would be work best in a situation like this. Alrighty, so I've got the two, and then I'm trying to find a little one sitting up like that with his paws. So we'll do the smaller heads, and I'm going to do two and maybe do one clay one and one tissue paper type coloured one. And I'm going to make the set, do a ginger cat. Look at me making decisions left, right and centre. Just sort of rounds out the cat situation. There you go. Alrighty, so I'm going to put the bigger head on the bigger body, and this one will be the tissue paper one, I think. I might put the head on like an angle like that, just so it sort of creates a neck, because if it's too flush it might not be really neck shaped. So I don't want to lose the definition of that shape. Alrighty. Let's do that. I mean, to be honest, this is so small that I don't think it will kind of matter. Alrighty, so they're my two little cat shapes. Get rid of that. Let's get the tissue paper out and the polymer clay out. Alrighty, so I've got some oranges here. Obviously this is the polymer clay, and some white, so I'm just going to roll them out into snakes and then sort of add them at an ad hoc kind of way so that they actually marble together. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've gone ahead and rolled them out. I'm just going to squish them up. It doesn't matter if they're not in some uniform way. Tear it off, add it some more. Make it into its own snake, squish it up. This would be like the worst cane possible, but it is totally going to get the effect that we want. And there we go there. And what I'm going to do is find a little knife thingamajiggy that I use with clay. I forget what they're called, like a sheet knife. Here it is, I know exactly where it is. So this is a knife that I will actually use. And what I'm going to do is just slice it off. Combine them together. There's a lot of white in that. I know the white feels too white. Anyone else agree? Was that some blue from the orange? And just again, smush it. Technical term, smushing. And then I'm going to get it into that round kind of, I can't even remember which one's the top now. I'm going to slice it this way. So much white. Oh well. And we're going to use, I think I said the little one, and just smush him around. Make sure that it's all covered, head to toe, well, head to body at this stage. If anyone saw my fairy video, I don't think the head's falling off this one. I think it's a bit too marbled and it doesn't feel muted enough, but I'm okay with that. It's a polymer clay cat, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, with the remaining clay, because I don't want to marble some more clay, I'm going to have to just use this one. I'm going to cut out some shapes. So mainly I want to do some legs. So because he's going to be sitting up like that, like sitting up, he sort of will have sort of a ball leg and then a little paw coming out of it. So let's do that, like that. Then I can add the paws to them. Actually, I'll need to have a little bit more for each so that I can then bend it into, and there we go. There. To sort of a shape, and we'll go like that, and I'll do another one for the other side. I'm really not enjoying that marbling at all. I might take it off and just mix it up some more. Mix it up to where a stage is that it is almost combined. All right, let's try and do that again. So I'll do all that over again, just with a different marbled, more combined effect. I've got to get rid of whatever that is. As you could see here, that it is a lot more marbled and a lot smaller, and I think it gives a more authentic look over it. So I'm just going to slice it up to cover the cat again and redo it. Look at that. Way better. Okie dokie. I'm just putting some ears on our little kitten. Just trying to make them pointy. Trying to just make them symmetrical, really. Ah, no. Let's go try this way. Oh, well. Now that looks not cool. Oh my gosh, why am I struggling with polymer clay so much lately? It's kind of like, I had years and years of this skill and I kind of feel like I've lost it all. I don't know what's going on. But maybe I was never that good. No, that's not true. I was pretty damn good right from the onset. Maybe I just have to keep kind of continuing it on. I mean, I know that the front bit isn't symmetrical, so all right, let's get the legs on. Now he looks like a cat on wheels. Cat on wheels. And I'll use this to do his paws. I mean, he's not in my tiny scale, which I'm kind of used to. Maybe that's what the thing is. I was never the tiny scale polymer clay artist. But I wasn't that big either. And hey, we got some cat paws. Very good. Hey, not too shabby. All right, let's pause that and get ready for the next stage, which is the arm paws and the face. Okay, so I want the cat to be somewhat similar to this one, and you notice that they've got a little pink nose and white. So I've sort of made this, I just can't go that small at the moment. And I'm just going to put in the little, oops. There you go. So there's my little cat face, and I'll put some whiskers on there. And I will add him to our little cat. So let me do the whiskers and the eyes and I'll be back. Alrighty, so here I've got, I don't know, he just looks fuzzy, which is probably not a bad thing. And I just stuffed him up. There you go. I have my little nose for him. See, that looks cute. Maybe I've got some of the polymer clay in me after all. So I'm just going to put his little nose on him. Do it down here so you can see. And put his little eyes. He does look a bit stunned. I tried not to make him so oval to try and make him a little less stunned. Come on! Look at him. Is anyone else laughing about it as much as I am? Like his feet. Okay, I don't want him. Like, he would do well for a little white belly, I reckon. So let's get some polymer clay. His expression is just cracking me up. Now, I don't necessarily need this to be amazingly, and let's come a little bit forward so you don't get out of frame, amazingly thick or symmetrical or whatever, because none of them are. I learned that. Then I'm going to adjust, put some paws in there. And go there. He looks so special. Oh, Joanna, what has happened to you? Alrighty, so there's cat number one, or kitten number one. Although, it might be good to have some little pink ears. So let's just, that was maybe a bit too much. Get that. And I sort of like how thin you can get it when it's on your finger. Oh, look at that. Look, it's the details, it really is. I'll call him Special G for Special Ginger Cat. Special GC. There he is. All right, cat number one done. Do I want to do a second one? All right, we've got to try. We've got to try. I'll go bake him and we'll get back and reset for cat number two. Thank you. Okay, so I have my Elmer's glue all, I have my jar, I have the toilet paper, the good kind, and just to prove that it's not being used, here it is. I'm just going to get some of this off, and I really don't see using that much. I absolutely love this toilet paper and don't want to use too much anyway. So I'm going to add 1 part glue, 1 part water to this and to make our mixture. And then we'll put the toilet paper on our little guy and try and make a cat that beats our little polymer one. I better go put him in the oven. Alrighty, I'll be back shortly. Alright, let's go. So we've got this. We've mixed up our 1-to-1 water and glue, and I have my toilet paper. I have actually never done this before, so I'd be interested to know, does it and how's it feel and when it works, or what's it do? Okay, so yeah, you just put it on there. I think the thing is you kind of need to, okay, I can get the fact that water makes toilet paper bend really quickly. Oh, I loved that bit. Don't know if you saw it, but it just immediately contoured to what I was trying to make it do. Well, you don't get that very often. Okay. Wow, just the way it pats down so easily. And it does have texture, I get that. So I can see how this would work on a tree or something that you would want texture where it wouldn't just be a round kind of thing. I suppose kittens, yeah, but they have fur, they have context. Oh wow, that ripped off really good. All right, let's, oh my God, I can't believe it's toilet paper. I would never have wanted, and I still didn't now, want to use toilet paper. But I am, and we are. And this toilet is, this cat, Kitten, is just doing it. Now you see this guy's back. He went to the oven and fell over. And then his eye came off. So I put his eye back on. He really is a special cat. I put his eye back on, and then what happened is he'd fallen over. And I was kind of like, oh, okay. And I couldn't make him stand up. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to get a bit of clay and I'll put a little wedge underneath it so at least he'll dry so he can sit up properly when I go and use him to display him. And then I was kind of like, oh, this wedge, putting it in his backside, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, hang on, this cat doesn't have a tail. Why didn't the viewers tell me the cat needed a tail? So I blamed all of you, even though you haven't seen the video yet, as to why my cat went bacon, didn't have a tail. So I've put a tail on him. He does look a little bit Garfield-y-like from that angle, actually. I quite like that angle. Alrighty. So yeah, it feels quite sticky. It feels really good, actually. I really rate this. I hate using toilet paper as a method. Looks like a mummy cat, which I suppose the mummies loved cats, the Egyptians loved cats, so maybe that worked. What the fruit am I doing? All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue this. I'm going to wrap up some of this and put it as the legs and the tail. Let's not forget the tail, people. Thanks for reminding me. And we will go on. Oh, I love how if you dab it, kind of the fibres make it look like it's fur. It does look like a little wet cat at the moment. All right, I'm going to lean into that and do some legs, and then we will let him dry to paint. All right, thanks everyone. Alrighty, so I have my little cat here, and I have tried to put the leg on, and the leg is so huge, so maybe we need to go a little bit smaller. And I'm trying, while I need it to connect, I'm trying not to pat down all the little fuzzies, because I think that that works well for this cat, and I need to kind of unravel some. So I've done, oh gosh. Okay, so we can cut off his little paws, poor little thing. But as long as we get the legs on, we're going to be okay. So I've done that, and I've sort of used rolls. So I used rolls and I rolled it up and put it out, and that way it just kind of makes it a little easier to work with, I think. All right, so I need a few more paws. So let's... And I think I'm loving this mixture. I've never used this mixture before, and I'm absolutely loving it. All right, let's just kind of, before it gets too sticky, sort of roll it, and therefore we can use it as the paws. All right. There we go. And then the next one. Oh, I just love it. It's like the perfect mixture of wet and not wet. All right, let's get that off my hands. Let's get a little progressive, and I'll try some little triangles for his head, I think. Does that make sense? I wanted to have a little chat with you because my little toilet paper mache kitten is going to take a while to dry and reshape and fix up. And so I might not get to it today, so I might have to let him dry. Oh, thank you for pointing out he doesn't have a tail yet. This is his tail, so I'll definitely add his tail. Just wait, that's what I'm supposed to do. What's that? Yeah. Let's add his little tail. All right. And I've got my special little clay dude who doesn't look so special. I quite like him now, but hey, what an adventure. And happy National Kitten Day. Are these kittens or cats? Well, I call all cats kittens, so same to me. Hey everyone, forgive my heat. It's hot with the oven on and the heater on and everything. I should open a door. But we have our little clay friend here, and he has a tail, and if I can pick him up okay, we have our little tissue paper mache cat, and there his tail, and he's gonna have to dry, so we won't be able to complete him, but I will update the comments with a photo, or update the video with a photo, or update something with the photo to let everyone know. But happy National Kitten Day. May they always be strange and weird and special. Oh, by the way, I'm really into the fact of making sure that we don't have a kitten problem in the world, especially in Tasmania, where we have so much wonderful, beautiful wildlife. So make sure you desex your cat. All right. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.